might need an umbrella too.
Yeah, I have no idea what that is. I don't know what they're talking about. You might need an umbrella too. I don't know what that is. Oh, the risk of rain. I've been listening to this on repeat. Unabashedly incredible. Maria Papageorgiou and Chris Christodoulou, Coalescence returns. Risk of Rain returns. Just recently came out, and man, I love it.
어렵다면 눈을
Chris is so sensitive to melody, and I don't want to speak on, we're not besties or anything, but that is such a heartfelt melody. It feels like when you leave a relationship behind, it feels like when you start over. The feeling I get when I hear that is like loss and change, or like unwanted change, or like forced change. And I think in this particular rendition, which I absolutely adore, I've been listening to it nonstop since it came out, you've got the ukulele, guitarelle, and the bass ukulele and vocals by Maria Papageorgiou. There's a rawness and a nakedness. Part of that is the acoustic elements of this. It's very sparse. It's pared down. It's simple. Melody allows us to connect to other moments of our life. Melody is such a human thing that we've been doing it for so many hundreds of years. And here, there's a raw tenderness that comes through that is just delicious. The guitarelle and the ukulele here are wonderfully Greek, actually, and wonderfully Italian. And I maybe that's why I feel connection to them, because I think of Chitarra Romana or Sul mare luccica l'astro d'argento d'oro. I think the reason why I love these pieces, and especially this rendition of Coalescence Returns, is because it reminds me of Neapolitan songs, which I grew up listening to with my grandparents, and I personally sang. And if you don't know them, you should. I just sang one, Santa Lucia, but there's others, and they're all sort of this like ukulele sound quality. This feels like a folk version of Coalescence. There's not a lot of like synthesized music. It's very like passed down. Like something that your grandparent would sing while they were sweeping the floor or something. There's a sad element to that. And I don't know if it's because we start at one particular range. We start on one note and then we pitch all the way up and we hit like a high interval. We don't linger. We don't go bum, bum. That would be a different energy. The way it's written is like this. It almost feels like it's a grace note, and a grace note is a note that we kind of just hit. It's like an upper neighbor. We go ba-doop. It's not like we go from pitch to pitch. We go pitch, doo-doo, doo-doo. Some musician will explain that better. You feel how it's a different emotion than if we were just like bum bum. That's different. This is bum ba-dum da-dum dum. It's so emotional. Yada. Nice segue into and that. There's no vocal, there's no words. Serves many different purposes when it comes to helping us understand emotion. And when we're songwriting and when we're thinking about music in a musical or an opera, we have to consider the idea that the words are written on purpose. The melody and the words conjoin, and they're vital that they both exist. And so when we strip that away, it becomes an emotionally deep thing that you only understand as the singer or as a person listening, that it becomes intimately yours. I feel like I'm just like ranting about that. I can't get over how good this piece is. And also, Maria's voice is so breathy. It's not overdone. It's not, it's a different energy. And again, that personal feeling I just mentioned, it's like reflecting on something. Very passionate. Oh God, it's so good. And then, and then we get a callback to another piece, or just another from the original Coalescence. But that clarinet just like peeks its way in there. We start to stack, and now there's a duet. We get a little bit of that synthetic. You hear that in the background. That soundscape is creeping in. That synth thing. The oboe. Are those other melodies? First of all, the duet there between, it sounds like the ukulele and the chitarrella, is so sublimely tight, and it's just like beautiful, and they're both high pitched, so the harmonies sort of intertwine with each other because of the positioning of the notes. But then also, I think we're getting the oboe and the clarinet. Those are callbacks to other melodies from Risk of Rain, I think. If that's true, that's genius. But I love the way that they kind of like, it's just like tossing seasoning. I love this expression, but it's like you get your main meal is this song, and then you have these little accents, and these little accents are like just splashes of things to, because we've sort of repeated this phrase, well, really since we started, but now we're starting to add a little bit of spice to it. Love this.
A lot of folks wonder what they're going to be wearing. Well, whatever it is, you might need an umbrella too.
Yeah, I have no idea what that is. If you know what that is in the comments, will you let me know? I don't know what they're talking about. You might need an umbrella too. I don't know what that is. Oh, the Risk of Rain.
Folks, there's a front out to our south. It's a stationary front that's going to lift north this evening as a warm front, and then basically become stationary again across our northern counties and kind of linger
this is cool. This is so cool because obviously it's a meteorologist talking about the rain, because there's the potential for the risk of rain. Risk of Rain returns. It's like a celebration of rain. But what I love about this is you hear this all the time, actually, in musicals especially, but it comes up in operas a little bit too, but not really. This idea that like you have spoken text. Oh yeah, of course it does. It comes in Traviata in Act 3. Teneste la promessa, la disfida e bel luogo. This happens a lot, where you have the spoken text over music is actually weirdly impactful. Because we're used to music having song and having a line, a melodic line and vowels and so on and so forth. But so when you strip all that away and you just have like, I'm talking to you, there's music underneath me, I'm reflecting on my life, or I'm talking about the risk of rain, and suddenly it does something to us because we expect it to be sung. And then, there's a chance of light rain today on the weather report, but who knows if that's really true because we can't trust meteorologists. It's not like that. Well, folks, today we're going to be experiencing some light rain, possibly through the northeast corridor, and underneath you have this beautifully somber motive of coalescence that is carrying this entire piece. It's so great.
We have a chance for showers or thunderstorms, and also little disturbances rumbling along this thing will bring us a chance for rain.
Here we go. Here we go. This preamble music to the big drop. That's that clarinet and oboe. Listen to this harmony. Bro, that harmony is so fucking tight and juicy. Like, ya-da-na-na, ya-da-da-na-na. Harmony being like that is just so, it feels so good. It's basically just like shouted, almost like white singing that you would hear in a Slavic area. Singing is just screaming beautifully. There's not that big of a difference, but ha, ha, that's screaming versus ha, ha, ha. No, it's up to you. You decide one of those is beautiful compared to the other. And this is so visceral and deeply emotional. And it like just like cuts. It's like the power of music. It's the magic of music. Oh. And then we strip away any instrumentation. All we're left with is the voice in harmony with itself. And that is just sublime, a sublime choice. That's such a good harmony. And so that's where that is so incredibly powerful. Listen to that harmony.
Chance for precipitation.
And then we pull back, baby. Listen to that. Chance precipitation. This happens at the end of The Rain, formerly known as Purple 2, where all of a sudden we pull back and we get this like deeply meditative. And this is why Chris Trudeau is one of my favorite composers alive, because no composer does things by accident, but I feel like it's so personal. Like this is like basically a meditative, transcendental meditation, like a meditation piece, right? Like this is a piece that now all of a sudden there's deeply reflective on, I don't know, like on existence. When I hear this, I think about life. I think about like, what am I doing? Like, why am I alive? Like, what's my purpose in this world? And I think about my dad who passed away. And I think about, I'm living in the good old days right now. These are the good old days that I'll be missing in 5 years or whatever. Like, what's this for? This is for like, I don't know. For me, I'm like, yeah. A little bit out of tune. It's like super ethereal. And it just fades to black. I love this. It's so good. If you like this, there's actually more Risk of Rain on the channel. There's also more videos if you're into video game music. I love it. Feel free to like, subscribe. I stream on Twitch and on YouTube basically every other day. Love to see you there. Say hi. And as always, thanks a ton. And I'll see you later.